Hello there.
Hello, Richard.
This is Erica Arvold. And I'm Richard Warner. And here's a question for largely mid-Atlantic actors, but I think it applies to almost any actor where their home base is and where they should be, or thinking about that. Yes. And here in the Mid-Atlantic is about Atlanta. So the question is, if I'm in North Carolina or Virginia, and you're seeing a lot of the trade is going maybe to Atlanta, should I move there? And move there permanently and really establish myself in that area, looking for agents in that area. What do you think about that?
Well, now that it's April 2017, my answer is going to be very specific and very different than even a year ago. Yeah. Because Atlanta has grown exponentially in so many ways, shapes, or forms. And my conversations with agents who are based in Atlanta have turned the direction of, oh, when we have talent now, we only want to represent people who are indeed living in Atlanta. And they might represent people who are bi-coastal, meaning LA and Atlanta, but they don't necessarily they're not embracing, oh, a very talented actor based in Virginia who can travel 8 hours down. That's just a little bit out of the scope, because frankly, it's easier just to have everyone in a smaller pool. I know that there are so many actors in particular, and crew members actually, from New York moving to Atlanta. Yes. While it used to be that LA was moving to Atlanta, now it seems to be the bi-coastal thing is more hip, which is really its own can of worms. And we have another video blog about being a local hire and what that means, because it really can be confusing and gray. Yeah. But I would say, and this is new for me, I would say, 20 years ago when you went out to LA for pilot season and you spent, 3 months there and stayed and kind of tested it out and then came back, I think that's the way to handle Atlanta today. So if there's a performer that lives in Virginia who's thinking about Atlanta, I would actually give it a 3-month trial period and see what the lay of the land is, what meetings you can have, what auditions one can stay with a friend or whatever it is, and then assess after that, because the lifestyle down there is very different than it would be in rural Virginia or even in Richmond, Virginia, and you have to be happy in your life in order to be a wonderful, creative, participating performer. And that's just my old school Mary Poppins thinking, but I don't think you can be somewhere living miserably and then successful at the same time. And doing your best work. Yeah, and doing your best work, exactly.
Absolutely. And please listen to Erica, it's changing so quickly. I say of Atlanta, I've never in all my long career seen a major city accelerate in professionalism as quickly as Atlanta has. It really... Yes. It used to be it's the wild, wild west. I heard it explained that way, and so you could go down there. But right now, it's getting super sophisticated with layers and layers of talent, and so
we go down. We go down every 6 months because we offer education classes and master classes and deep dives. But every time we've gone down, it is a new. It's a new landscape. I mean, we're like, I'm like a puppy dog with these big eyes going, oh, this is what Atlanta is now, and it is. It's becoming quite sophisticated and competitive. Not only the sheer amount of productions that are there, but it requires people, and they still bring. And here in this, we still bring actors from LA. We still bring actors from New York. So it's about being in that pool, but I don't think there's any doubt now that Virginia-based actors or North Carolina-based actors are in competition with New York, Los Angeles, and Atlanta, period. It's the playing field has homogenized in a way that everyone is accessible and everyone is competing with one another.
So major decisions for actors in the Mid-Atlantic, what that move, and I love Erica's idea, which is there a way that you can test it so it's not a full commitment, balancing out with the idea that I have a lifestyle, and so you get a chance to check that lifestyle in Atlanta and see that whether that's right for you or not. We are now in a competitive pool that will be ever changing, and we just need to stay savvy on it.
Indeed. Hope that helps.